stations.
Hey, what's up guys? UrAvgWarGamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And today I'm going to be featuring Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a tier 10 premium carrier which is available for Steam. Well, I have showed quite a lot of videos related to FDR simply because there's not really that impressive content related to it, to be honest. I haven't seen anyone, like literally anyone playing FDR the way it should be played, like really. I don't know. That's my thinking. It could be possible there are many good players that might even wield this or play this CB well, but at least in my opinion, I didn't see that good player to play an FDR game really well. So in this game, this is gonna be almost a 9-kill game. In which I'm basically fighting against all odds. The enemy team, well, they're basically able to kill our team like super easy. I don't know, our team was really bad, and I literally have to do something about it at the end. Well, and that's why you will see the strengths of the FDR and basically all the tips that will make you a better player if you want to play this ship. Now obviously FDR's strength and the main strength of the ship is that it can go and just farm battleships like no one else in the game. Like Maximum can't even come close. I feel that this ship has the potential to do a lot of damage. In the case of a Maximum, because a lot of people compare it with Maximum or maybe Nakimov, that it can do certainly something, but not this. Like the skip bombs, they are good, but then you cannot like constantly strike a guy over and over again. In the case of FDR, you can basically do this and just do the spotting at the same time, which makes FDR something else. Because Nakimov can't spot for too long. Obviously, you can put a plane, but in this case, I'm not using plane. I'm just gonna keep spotting the Soyuz for a long time. And I've got 3 fights as well. So the fight chance of these bombs are also fantastic. These bombs obviously are slightly nerfed midway bombs, so they're very strong. In this case, I'm just not getting good damage for some reason, just didn't get that much value. But still, the tankiness of the plane basically ensures that these planes probably not gonna get shot down. I mean, there's not a whole lot of ships out there that can actually tank my planes, especially when there is an isolated target. In this case, Soyuz actually is in big trouble, and well, the situation that he is in, well, he's trying to dodge really hard. But that's another strength of the FDR. I mean, if you look at this, that basically completely counters that turn that he's doing. Like, he's trying to maneuver, but that doesn't really not matter. Still got 5 penetrations and got 2 fires. So the FDR becomes pretty hilariously broken in that regard, and you can just do so much damage within a short amount of time.
Received. I'm on it.
And obviously, that's the power of FDR, which you can clearly see. The battleships can be easily farmed, and obviously you can constantly spot the ships. Like it's really insane how long that ship can get spotted, and if someone really throws his shell on him, there's a very good chance that he will die very quickly. So like these are one of those things of the FDR that basically makes it really super strong. Probably a bit too powerful, in my opinion. In this case, as you can see, the Schlieffen has no idea what he's doing, but he definitely suicides right now, and he did that. Like, and there's nothing I could have done about it. Like, he just did what he wants to do it, and well, that's it. In this case, obviously, there's a Shimano who's up defensive A, and I would say the ships that have like more than 6 kilometer range. In this case, the Shimano, this whole line, Yoda line, has this feature that has longer AA range. Well, it could be a problem for FDR. I've felt slightly bit of a difficulty when dealing with these sort of ships, so I usually don't go for them. But I mean, if I really want to kill a ship, that's still not a problem. Like, I could do that. But obviously, I feel that sometimes you need flags when you have this Nevsky, Petro, and Shimano levels of AA, like long range.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. All stations concentrate fire on the target.
just got the unsuspecting rune. I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing here, and if I remember correctly, he's gonna eat all 8 torpedoes, even though I didn't aim the torpedoes that well. But I don't know why, but he's just straight liner, just like my whole team did in that game. Like straight lining, doing nothing, and look at that rune. Like he's gonna eat all torps, and he didn't even maneuver a single bit. Like that is really bad. And he was really lucky at the end. He survived somehow. But again, he's not even damage controlling for some reason as well. Like he's not maneuvering, he's not damage controlling. Maybe it's a bot. Very, very good chance that he might be a bot. And that is absolutely possible, unfortunately. I have to say that. The other thing is, I'm the last squad right now. So I just decided to use it against Malta because, well, I'm not going to use any plane whatsoever. Like these are the only 2 planes, so the fighter plane cannot shut down those planes that actually drop the payload. That's how it works. And you did like almost 22-23 damage to Malta. And he's in a bad spot right now. For some reason, he's really bad spot. And then there's a Gato that is pushing him. So I mean, if that Gato is a good player, could have easily killed him. But unfortunately, that Gato was also bad. So in this game, there's a whole lot of bad moves that are done by my team. And enemy team basically survived in the end. And well, you will see that how I will be able to deal against every single team at the end. Because I would be remaining against 4 ships. And this is, I mean, if you push against FDR, it's gonna be a much more nightmarish experience compared to Nakimo, because, well, you can certainly dodge somewhat Nakimo, but you cannot dodge much FDR damage, especially the battleships. Even cruisers, they will also gonna eat a lot of bombs if they are bowing. I mean, there's no issue with the broadside thing at all. As you can see, all 8 bomb hits, and he's dead. He was 19,000 HP, and like 1 drop is enough to kill basically that Soyuz, which is also having a lot of saturation kicked in. Well, in this case, I'm not sure what Gato is doing, but he's trying to kill the Malta, and he was failed miserably in that game, and that absolutely sucks. But as you can see, as usual, I saw the NC, and NC is in big trouble. I thought, let's kill the NC, try to lessen their ships a bit, and try to clear 1 flank at least, which is the C flank. Seems to be looking like that it is possible to take this flank down. Once the NC dies, then we got the steel flank clear, which actually gonna help us into doing something here. But again, well, I'm trying my best to spot the NC here, and you can see 103k spotting damage, just very casually. I just got that much damage. Like that's the power of FDR. Like easily able to do a lot of damage like this. If the enemy team, well, sorry, if the team, our team is not even trying to, you know, they're just trying to kill him regardless. And there it is. Dead. Easy 180k spotting damage. That's what I actually want to say. And that's the strength of FDR. As always, it just can do that. You can actually able to kill the battleship along the way, or any ship. You can actually able to spot him really here, in a bad spot here, and you can actually kill him. And that's the power of FDR. And you can also basically, tear through very strong AA ships as well. Like if there is very strong AA, you will definitely going to lose some planes. In this case, almost 22k damage. So I mean, if there's any AA blob that is being done by Shamanto and Conqueror, that really does not matter in the case of FDR. You're still going to gonna drop them pretty much, and they will definitely feel that they haven't done anything with their AA, because again, the AA is really just a number. In the case of FDR, it's just a number. And that sucks for basically a lot of surface ships. In this case, our Monty, well, he's running away from 2 battleships. One is Kurfürst and Iowa, and he knows he's looking in big trouble. I just given him a plane. Usually, fighter planes are kinda not the best in any possible way. Like, they can be sometimes useful, but most of the time they're basically not that much worth it. That's the way the fighter planes are unfortunately designed. They're just not gonna help you anyway. Any your team member, does not really matter. In this case, I only shot down 1 plane for some reason. I was expecting at least 2, 3 planes, but nope, that didn't happen. Maybe he pre-dropped and didn't let me get some, good plane chunk. But yeah, that's how the situation of the fighter planes is, and that's why countering FDR becomes even more kind of rough, because fighter plane just does not help that much. Under some situations, sure, but most of the time, not really. Conqueror with 52,000 HP probably has superheat that much HP, but that will absolutely does not matter. I can just go and drop the Conqueror with a really good drop, and look at that. 8 torpedo hits will, and that's also not healable, because some of the torpedo damage done by the superstructure, like, no, not the superstructure, the bow section is basically, that is some healable, but when the torpedo belt gets used by Conqueror, well, that is simple damage. It can't be healed. And already you can see I just get the combat stuff. That's how it is. And Conqueror, well, he's super healing back his HP, which I can clearly see. And well, I'm trying to get as much torpedo hits as possible again in this case. And look at that. Very difficult to dodge these torpedoes as well. So, I mean, got 270 damage. Oh, sorry, 224k damage right now. So, I mean, damage is, yeah, it's pretty easy to do damage in FDR. And that Conqueror takes even more torpedo damage. In this case, obviously, there's a GK that is pushing. And I want to highlight something. There's a Malta that is putting fighter plane. In this case, if I directly push into the Malta fighter planes, I think that could be a problem, because then I will lose a whole lot of planes, because as you can see in my bombs arsenal, I basically have almost full squad running at the moment, right? And you have to be very careful about that. 6 bomb hits on the Kurfürst. He's basically retreating really hard. He was pushing so hard before, and whenever he saw me in this carrier, well, or the planes of the carrier, well, he quickly realized that can go really, really wrong. And yeah, that's how actually it is. You gotta be very, very much fearful of FDR if you are kind of isolated. And in this case, Kurfürst is sort of isolated. And yeah, the Malta is trying to use his rocket planes, but well, I don't know why he's using rocket planes. I mean, he should be really using gaming bombs, because you can actually pen the Midway / FDR armor with it, and he's actually gonna do that, but he does not know the trick. Malta does not have a lot of pen when you are basically, rushing with full speed. It has effectively less pen than 85mm, which is basically half of, or which is basically less than FDR 85mm deck armor. So in order to get the pen on deck armor of the FDR or Midway, you have to put your planes in a full brakes, slow down them, and then you will get effectively high pen. But he does not know that, and you can see he did basically like almost little to low damage. And that's the thing about the players. Players skill, it's very questionable. They basically have no idea, and this Malta is like pushing like crazy. So I mean, he wants to die first, then go first, then sure, go ahead. I'm just gonna keep dropping him once a strike, and because he's around 13-14 kilometers, that usually means that if you just come up with another strike, that almost gonna take 25 seconds, right? So if I come back, I have the full speed boost. I can just rush very quickly again towards the Malta, who's bowing. I can just slowly able to kill him, and I already know at this point that he's gonna die. And yeah, now he used the torpedo bomber as well here, but still didn't done that much damage still. But he's gonna again miss his full strike. Like yeah, only hit. Oh, I only hit 2 torpedoes. I just reversed and didn't aim well. So yeah, that's very unfortunate when you just don't know how to play carrier like Malta, because Malta is really good against FDR. I have to say that. You can actually kill FDR. In this case, if he knows what he's doing, but in this case, he didn't know that, and that's why he will die very quickly. Look at that, he's dead. I got the 4 kills, and look at that. The bombs didn't done anything whatsoever because he was rushing with planes with full speed,
aircraft carrier sunk.
and that's cost him basically his ship, as well as he didn't manage to even able to kill me. But the most funny part is that my whole team is dead. 285, 1k damage. I am basically the only guy remaining, and I have to fight against 4 ships. From Kurfürst Shimanto, which I was talking before, that his A could be a bit surprisingly good, and GK that is in front of me. So I decided, well, let's go and take on GK, because GK, well, he has 40,000 HP, and I don't think so that he can heal back a whole lot of HP. And I got a fire, which he's letting it burn for some reason, I don't know, but I think it might be a smart thing to do. But he's not letting the fire damage count. He knows that I'm gonna come back with another strike, so he is not dropping, or he's not doing that, which is actually might be a smart move. But as you can see, it does not matter if he doesn't die here. I can come back with another strike later on and do damage. So now he damage control, as you can see. So that's a very, very nice thing that GK did, and that's the reason why he survived with 1000 HP left. And because there's Shimanto and Prompt that are pushing too hard, well, I could focus towards them, because if they push too hard, it could be a problem. In this case, Shimanto pops his defensive A, and defensive A obviously could be sometimes hurting, but I just dropped him regardless, and I started to push because I need to do something here, right? Slightly turning my carrier towards getting out of this position, try to go towards B, maybe try to catch U-boat and Prompt, and the Shimanto defensive A is still running, and Shimanto, for some reason, he is turning in, and because I saw the situation that he did there, well, I just aligned my bombs in a way that I can actually able to get the kill, which I got 4 bombs, which I'm lucky about. I have to say I was lucky. And that's a 6th kill. Well, the game is still going on. The game is still going on in this, even in these crunch moments. Obviously, Kurfürst is trying to damage. I should be pushing, but for some reason, my midway or the FDR got stuck here, and it's just not even moving an inch. Well, I just realized I have, well, even if I have only 2 bombs, two planes left. Even if I just get a land with one plane, that 4 bombs will be enough to kill GK, and I think that's possibly going to happen in this case. And yeah, he's dead. So, and that's also a permanent fire, so he would have been dead regardless if I get 1 fire. So 331k damage. People are picking popcorn. The guy, Sweet Shocks, I don't know how do I call it. He's just having popcorn right now. And he's just like, okay, there's a good cameo coming from FDR. He's just killing everything. Let's just watch. And that Trump is also decided to push me. And well, the strike that I'm just coming up with, like, I don't need to have that delay of 25 seconds. And I'm just dropping them very, very more quickly than ever before. And in this case, well, I'm gonna eat 3 bombs. He's gonna burn down to death. Oh.
Fire alarm!
Oh my goodness. But unfortunately, even if I kill the Trump, there is a submarine that is remaining.
Destroyer blown up.
And I was at that time thinking, I wish there won't be a submarine. I would have killed him. But obviously, submarine also decided to ping me. And well, my damage control is running, so his torpedoes, he doesn't know that torpedoes will not going to, home on me, because the damage gun is gonna run for a good 1 minute. So the U-boat is basically got spotted, and once it gets spotted, I just basically started to use the depth charges. But as you can see, it does not matter. Time is the only limitation that will basically leave this game to be over. Like, it's gonna be 15 seconds. So even if I try anything, in this case I just drop the bombs, and you can do whatever you want, but you still have HP. Maybe if I would got it like 30 seconds,
Solved, sir.
maybe I would have killed it. because he's just like throwing his ship away as well. But time eventually ran out, and the game is basically, yeah, over. Very unfortunate defeat for me in an FDR, but well, it still shows the strengths that FDR has against everything. It can basically just kill chips really. On my own, I able to kill basically a whole lot of team of there. Half team I killed. Like half team, I basically the one who killed them. Unfortunately, I got the Kraken, Confederate, Combat Scout, which is very easy in FDR to be honest. High caliber, tons of credits, even it's just a green boosters. I'm not using blue booster. I wish I would have used the blue booster. In this case, I would have easily gotten 3 million credits. 350k, 53k damage. That is insane. Team score, 2k base XP on a loss. It's almost there towards the Shimanto. It's like easily done. So much damage, so much for the team, but my half team starting from the daring did absolutely nothing. The Riga, Black Bee, Schlieffen, they were just pushed. Even the Gato, they just throw their ships away. So I hope you like the game and able to see that FDR is, in my opinion, a super carrier in disguise. And I truly believe that it is really too much strong. So thank you guys for the watching, and I will catch you into the next one.